Okay, we're on the way to the office of the architect to get the payment through. And then after that, we are going to the property. It's a gorgeous fall day. It's not too hot. It's nice, crisp, very sunny weather. So let's go. Yeah, that's great, man. It looks so much nicer here too.
Yeah.
So that's the big dead tree there, right? And then eventually, I mean, you see those stones here?
Mm-hmm.
If there's like loose stones, we can always gather them and we can make a stair. It would be nice to have like a staircase that we can make ourselves, right? With stones, but going down there all the way to the rock formation, and then make a little area there where people can sit down. Because that's gonna be work that they're not gonna touch, the contractor.
Right.
Not yet, you know. That's stuff that we can get going.
So however half is, you see those right there? I'm gonna
Yeah.
Right there, right
That's
there,
gonna open up so
and down
nice.
over there too.
Yeah.
And over there.
And then this massive tree, I don't know what we should do with that. That's gonna come down too soon, right?
Yeah,
because it looks like rotten woods.
Better,
That's what happened with that tree over there. It's some
we
pieces.
better cut it, because if you know it's gonna be the same thing, we go into the water and then be worse.
Yeah.
So this is easy to cut it. Right there, the big hole right there. You see where the big stone? Right there.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh wow! Look, there's a bee. What do we need to do?
You cut it, that's what the way the tree's going. It's a big tree. It's almost laid down this way.
Yeah.
And I'll dump it that way.
So I think this is our beaver hole here.
That one over there.
Okay. For the ones that have been following me for a while, you remember that our landscape architect came with a orange spray, marked all the trees that were invasive and dead. So Cesar started to take all these down, and now that the weather is nicer and stuff too, so let's go. That sits on the spring there too. The massive oak on the top there is the same.
Like I said, you do a bit, and you go back the next year, and you do a bit.
That's what the landscape plan is looking at too. Like we don't want to just put a massive.
If you take out too much, you're going to get erosion.
Yeah.
Everything's going to get stuck rolling into the whole Yeah, and once they, this is all the same plant. This is all bush honeysuckle. In time, they learn how to, they learn to go on in here.
Wow, there's a rock formation there with like a plateau on top. So I would love to bring like a staircase down here. And this stuff gonna disappear to the little things, I think. But and then bring a staircase made out of stones down here and bring to that plateau, so we put some chairs there and look over and stuff. Yeah. Clay is here today because we have a meeting with the water and soil company. It's not a company, it's actually from the state of Virginia, to come and see what we can get from money from the state to help us renovate the pastures and the field where we're going to have our vegetable garden and stuff. So we are waiting on two people that will arrive momentarily to walk the land with them. So this opened up so much. I love it.
Faith out of here too, but she's at work at this point.
sound quality wasn't the greatest today, so I want to repeat what Clay said here. He mentioned that the bushes next to the gray building there are actually named after my name, Van Haute. So I'm pretty honored that a plant is named after my name. Thank you for letting me know.
So I figured, yeah, no, we gotta.
Yeah, we can keep it now, but what I want to do here is like, so since it's in phase 2, there might be a year later, I don't know yet.
About 20 acres of our land is farmland, and that's what we want to keep, rural and farm. And so here you see the field in the beginning, in the front of the property. That's probably gonna turn into, wild grasses and stuff. And then on the right of that, we have vegetable gardens and all kinds of amazing farmland as well. But we're looking into splitting up the land into smaller fields so we can have the animals like grazing from one spot to the other. I want to stop on there. We want to continue to have some. We talked with a guy, that I know from Middleburg that has sheep, that he's always looking for land. So in the state of Virginia, you can get grants for, helping to keep rural Virginia active. And they are having grants to keep farmers alive and stuff, and to help with making sure that the land have access to water, and if there's a creek or a river going through your property, that fences can get funded so that cattle stays away from the water itself as well. So there's a lot of factors that come in place with us as well, that we are seeing if we can get some funding to help us putting new things in there. One of those things would be a well for animals to have access to water on our fields, so that they don't have to get through the creek and actually drink water. So it's better for the soil and to keep the water clean as well from the creek.
We also need that water for the production garden. So, how does that? You need to start polarizing this area for a second. Okay, it's supposed to go online. So if you need, the sheep will eat. They like forms bigger than grass.
And we just discovered a persimmon tree. Persimmons are native to Virginia, and they are super ripe. So I was just told if you find them on the ground, that means that they're ripe. If they're still in the tree, they might have a very tart flavor. But the ones on the ground, if you pick them quick enough before they rot, they're super, super nice and sweet. And it was amazing when I tried one.
Packaged up, $10 a pound.
Yeah.
With the perilla mint. The perilla mint they do. And then Japanese culture, they'll use it. They'll take like pork belly. I've had scallops. I've had pork belly. Just sort of wrap it
And
around.
wrap it. Huh.
Unbelievable. Very invasive, non-native plant for us. But
Yeah.
This area has like a rock formation under it. That's why
Okay.
you see this.
That's
like,
why you see all the more
all the-
invasive.
yeah.
Yeah, those types of plants can always do better in this shallow.
Just that alone is worth it.
we'll never have to worry about water here.
See, there's still that hole in there. That must have been the wheel that came out. Because there was corn